Hey there, everyone. It's Rusty Nelson, your college art professor, and we are talking watercolor. That's the show. And what do we do here? This is me mainly practicing talking to a camera. I know everybody's heard this a million times. I've been going over this, but it's an important thing that I'm doing just to get better at being a little more natural on screen. It's a very foreign feeling thing. It's nothing, anybody who has watched this multiple times has heard me whining and complaining about. But if you're new, this is your first experience to listen to me whine about talking to cameras. So this really kind of came about, I think, when right around COVID, we were prepping in the university's art department where I work. We were prepping to take a lot of our design program online. And just as we were getting everything, getting our ducks in a row, being trained on how to do this all online, COVID hit. And we transitioned right into the online and Zoom streaming type stuff pretty seamlessly because we were kind of working on that just as it hit. So it wasn't a big lift for us when we moved into doing a lot of this stuff on Zoom and recording videos and tutorials like that. So, and then in the meantime, after COVID, we got our program up and running. And so we're starting to gain some traction with online students, which is exciting because we've been experiencing some pretty significant challenges with getting traditional students to the university where we are. We're out in a rural area of Missouri. So trying to convince a lot of city kids to come out to a rural community, it can be a challenge. So we thought maybe we would broaden it out with an online offering, and we are starting to gain some traction there. But uh, I had a class with a bunch of seniors, and we were branding the women's basketball team here at the university, and working with the coach, who is a former student of our program, graphic design student, and we was working with him, me and the seniors, throughout the whole semester, developing uh, designs and things that he needed to be able to promote his team throughout the season. And it turned out everything he was doing was on social media, which kind of opened my eyes up because prior to that class, for me, it was all about print design and web design and trying to do that stuff. And we were also integrating and trying to develop some 3D modeling and animation for people who are interested in game design as well. So, but that class, that senior level class, it was the fall semester right before they graduate in the spring, really got me investigating and doing a lot of research on social media and social media design. And my research led me to Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, essentially, were the primary areas that I got to looking into. And the more research I looked into, I found that YouTube was the most appropriate platform for somebody with my background, teaching background. YouTube is about teaching, and it's a great platform for developing content that goes out to everybody that they can click in and watch something, learn how to do something, go and apply it, and learn how to do it. So that is kind of what got me thinking about, well, I think I could maybe pull something like this off. I've been teaching for 28 years. I've taught traditional media. I've worked with drawing, charcoal, graphite, ink. I've done gouache. I've done acrylic. I've done everything imaginable on the traditional side. Plus, I have that digital end of the spectrum as well, where I'm working in Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. I'm not the world's best. I know enough about web design to be dangerous, and uh, I really have been spending the last few years really kind of getting into learning about 3D modeling using a software package, an open source software package called Blender. So that is where I'm at with what I do, have done, what I am doing, and then throwing in and layering in all of the stuff that becoming a YouTube content creator brings to the table. So I have really been packing a lot of information into this soon to be retired brain. And that's what I thought I would be doing and could provide to everybody in the same boat that I am. I'm getting ready to retire within a year. And I can't wait because I know I have a lot of things I want to do creatively with my watercolor, with my drawing, and I'm finally going to get a chance to really kind of dedicate my time towards doing that kind of activity. And I'm really excited, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun in retirement. And that's what I want to pass on to everybody else out there. Whether you're just getting started in your careers and you maybe need a creative release, you want to learn something new, begin a creative journey, the sooner you begin, the better off you'll be. But even if you've waited until you have retired or you've been retired for a number of years, getting into doing this is a great mental activity, keeps you sharp, keeps those synapses firing, and you're worrying about how to do things, and you're packing new knowledge and developing all sorts of good skill sets. Plus, it gets you out and active and excited about things. So that is the whole prep. Boy, that was a long lead in and intro for this session. But that's what I'm really wanting to do, is to bring the knowledge that I have developed over my entire career working in advertising as an art student in college, working in advertising, becoming an instructor at a university where I'm really teaching a whole broad range of things, be it drawing and watercolor, illustration, 3D modeling, graphic design, is all of these things that I'm bringing to this channel, hopefully that I can impart to everybody at some point within a tutorial, a video. So, but a lot of this is just simply the same skill sets that I had to work through in the course of my career, where you just have to practice. And that's where I'm really at right now on YouTube. I've been doing this for a year and a half now. I'm in an area of development with my channel where I'm starting to move on beyond what I started the channel with. I started my channel with an iPad and an iPhone and trying to figure it out from that point. And it has been very successful, a lot more successful than I thought it ever would be. And I'm starting to upgrade some of my tools and equipment, and that's leading to a lot of new problems I'm developing for myself. So one of them is I've got a new talking head little video, that little camera that is pretty cool. It follows me around so I can always stay centered in it. That was one of the problems I saw when I was working with just my iPad. I'd get clear off screen and it wouldn't track me in the forward facing. No, it's the backward facing camera. Anyway, I've tried everything with the iPad. Now I got this little, it's called an Ozbot tilt pan zoom camera. So it's kind of fun. It's a lot of things to learn about it. Another thing is I've been trying to get my audio dialed in. I'm working with, this is a Blue Yeti microphone, and I finally got it dialed in. Oh, and I had a disaster several months ago where the software where I was editing all of my videos was banned for about a week, which threw everything into utter chaos. So I had to learn some new editing software, and I'm planning on getting a live stream set up and going soon. I know I've been promising that, but that's going to happen very soon. And I'm working with software right now with my various components. I do my shoot down video with my iPhone. I've got the little Ozbot camera here looking at me shooting. And so, yeah, I've got two new softwares I'm trying to dial in and get figured out. And I've had all sorts of problems lately. I have my look down camera. Oops, there we go. My little, I did a hand control that will zoom in the, that's another crazy thing too. But anyway, I have my look down video, which is my iPhone, and it's running through my new Macintosh. So I'm streaming everything directly into my computer now instead of onto my devices that I then have to download and everything. So things are streamlining a lot better, but there's so many new things and new bowling pins that I have to keep in the air that I'm juggling, that some of it's getting away from me. And one of the more frustrating things is I'm not able to lock my focus on my iPhone. I'm still trying to figure that out when I'm using the continuity feature with my Macintosh, porting it into software, the streaming software. So I've definitely been practicing with my streaming software. I like it a lot. I can do a lot of different scenes and setups in just a simple click around. So that's kind of fun and exciting. Then there's the whole shaky aspect that I'm trying to get a new setup where I'm isolating my look down camera. So all the work I'm doing on my tabletop doesn't shake, look like an earthquake is going on as I'm painting. My table must not be quite sturdy enough, and it's on everything I have right now is on a VESA arm on the table. So any movement I'm doing on the table is affecting the image quality. So I'm working to resolve a lot of that. I think I'm really ultimately going to have to create some sort of a isolated stand, not only for my VESA arm, but for my look down video. So anyway, this week should be the last week I'm working with the existing setup. I'm going to strip everything down and rebuild it again and get it set up to where I'm isolating the components, and it should hopefully work a little better in theory. Let's see here. What other fun things are going on? That was a very long, detailed explanation of what the hell I've been fighting with. One of the big thing, and I know you've heard this from the last couple of weeks. May was pretty busy, and the end of April, all of May was very busy personally for me. So we were doing a lot of traveling and out of the studio for quite a bit. So I've been doing some really turn and burn, down and dirty videos, and really, boy, the editing has been very quick. Some of it's been edited on an iPad as well as on my computer. So yeah, I have a whole new bunch of things kind of in the air, and I know my quality has not been consistent between all the various things that I've been working on. So I do need to dial in. I have a new lav mic, so when I'm doing tutorials, I don't have to be right in front of a microphone constantly. I put the lav mic on. It's a little more consistent audio. But my last video that you are watching, probably, it posted on Monday. You probably watched it. The audio is all screwed up. It's kind of low, so I didn't dial in the audio on it quite right. So please bear with me. I really apologize for all the technical issues. Oh yeah, and then trying to get the color balanced correctly in the video I'm shooting with this little Osbot camera. It's all if I could stomp out one fire, I might be able to jump over to the other, but it seems like I have about 5 fires kind of burning me on the butt right now. So anyway, my last video that posted on Monday was a charcoal drawing of a ram skull. So it was about a 45-minute video, real time. So again, I didn't wash through it real carefully. So I may have left some too much in the overall video, but it's real time, so you can definitely see and get a sense of how long something to that level took me. So it was about a 45-minute sketch, and that's about what we do in class with the students. An hour-long sketch with a piece of charcoal and some newsprint paper, and get them going. They would use the entire hour and 50 minutes normally, or what a Monday and Wednesday, Friday class is an hour and 50 minutes. They would take the whole class period and do just one thing and not even get it done at that point. So I'm always constantly trying to get them going and working faster. So an hour long, 45-minute, hour long sessions and get them going. And again, we normally warm up for a good 20 minutes just doing mark making and other types of real quick sketches before we jump into the full-blown charcoal drawing. And that's what I meant by I was jumping into that piece cold. I hadn't done any warm-ups. And it showed at the beginning where I didn't get my proportions quite right with the skull, and I had to kind of adjust it on the fly. So anyway, I hope that video was helpful. And then Saturday's video was a watercolor of what was it? It was a little landscape, I believe. So something simple. It was the hay bales. So I'm also going to be working and getting some bigger pieces started, and I feel like I can get a little more nice effects going on with the bigger pieces, but they take longer. So I'm warning you up front that these longer pieces, these bigger pieces are going to be long videos, because I do like the real time. I think people do appreciate the real time videos as well. Whether they want to listen to me, they just speed it up, mute me, whatever, they can definitely get a sense of what goes on and how long it takes. So bear with me on my slow TV tutorials. They should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to working a little bigger. So I have yacked on here for about over 15 minutes already. So I have broken my time constraint. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm glad everybody is watching. If you're new to the video, hey, welcome. I'm glad you're watching. Stay with us, and hopefully you'll learn something about watercolor and drawing and starting a creative journey. Hey, if you got any value out of this talking watercolor today, please give me a like. Hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I have a bunch of download stuff in my video description. Take you over to my website. You can get some Loomis downloads and some Bridgman downloads. Also, there are affiliate links out there, so you can go out and buy some of the tools and equipment that I'm working with. And if you do use those links, I do get a small commission with that from Amazon. If you think my channel is something that you could maybe get behind and give me some financial support, head over to my Patreon channel and give me a $5 a month membership. I truly do appreciate the help and the support, because it is helping me create more fires that I have to put out in the course of this channel. So thanks for your support. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next Talking Watercolor.